Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here, and welcome to today's video. Today I want you to pull out your palette and get ready with me. So the one I'm going to use today is this dedessignature Ultimate Cappuccino eyeshadow palette. I received this in my eyescreambeautybox, and I want to create a look with it for you guys on camera. I've swatched a few things here, kind of leaning towards the oranges and reds, and let's see what we can get into. So I've primed my eyes and done all my foundation and my base makeup, so let's get into this. I want to start out with Mocha, this really pretty brown one right here, and we're going to lay this in the crease. I think this is a pretty brown shade, great color for transition color. Just blend that. I was talking with some of the ladies on my Sunday night live stream, and we were talking about how neutral looks are so popular and how much people enjoy purchasing palettes that have like brown eyeshadows in it. So we were swatching, you know, a couple of brown eyeshadow palettes and stuff, and of course there's always, you know, ones that love color too. You know, you get tired of, you know, doing the same type of looks all the time if you're artistically inclined, and you know, if you just want to play around with makeup or you want to try something a little bit more daring, you know, you branch out, you know, get out of the box and go with some color. So today what I want to do is I want to create a look that's anchored down with the neutrals, but I want to get off into a little bit of color for a pop of color as well. Okay, now with that same brush, I'm going to go into this shade here, Frappuccino, and we're going to just blend that out a little bit more and warm it up. And so I'm just going to go a little bit higher and just start to blend what I've laid down out with that. It's like a warm camel brown. And since I am going to use the orange in the palette, this is going to go great. And there's several mattes in this palette to work with, which I really like. See, so that looks nice. Okay, now we're just gonna go with the same plan. I'm just gonna tap the product onto the lid, you know, into the eyeshadow primer, and then I'm just gonna blend it out, and I'm gonna leave a little space right there underneath the brow for a highlighter shade. And we can always go back into these brown shades if we feel like we've lost them here in a little bit. Okay, let me lay that brush down because I may come back to that. All right, now with a packing brush, what I want to do is I want to lay down this, it's called Macchiato. It's really kind of bright looking in the palette. It's an orange shade, but when it swatches, it's almost like a goldish, yellowish orange. So we're gonna pack that on the lid. And we're gonna carry that right up. See where the fold of my eye is? I'm gonna carry it just right above that. And I'm going to leave room right here in the very front corner for another shade. And then we're just going to blend those together a little bit. So you can see that there is some orange right there in the deepest part of the crease. But what I'm actually doing is I'm creating like a faux eyelid. I'm extending the illusion. I'm creating an illusion and extending the space of my eyelid is what I'm doing. But when I open my eye and I relax it, you can see it peeking out just a little bit, which is what we want. We want to see that orange because this is summertime. In summertime, you need some pretty colors like orange and, you know, reds and stuff like that. Pinks. Anyway, I love a good pink eye look. I did one recently. And if you missed that video, I can link that up in the cards. It's just a really pretty eye look. It looks like a berry colored eye look, a berry colored pink eye look. Kind of leaning pinks and purples both. Really pretty look. To me it screams summer. Remind me of the colors that you see like on a tulip tree in the early spring. Or, you know, blossoms from a tree that's blooming. And now we've got all the bright colors of summer, things that are blooming. So okay, so we can see that orange, can't we? Alright, now let me set that brush down. We may come back to that in a minute. And I've got a new brush here that I want to use. It's by Shades by Shan. It's just really small. So not really, it's fluffy. It's not really too stubby and dense. But I think it'll be really nice for this hot chocolate color right here in the corner. So I want to use that next. And it's like a detail kind of a brush. So I'm just gonna like create this, an outer V kind of a depth with it. Just sticking pretty much in this corner area. I don't want to go too high up, and I don't want to go too far over, but I just want to stay right there. And I just want to add a little bit of depth and color to this look without taking away from everything else. So I'm just trying to blend it right here where that edge is, and that way it'll be pretty well seamless. And then when I open my eye, you can see that depth is there. Because I have hooded eyes, and I really like, when I open my eye, I really want the heaviness of the hood to recede. You know, go back. So that's what a dark shadow does. Okay, now this side. And when you're using a small brush like this, you have to be patient, you know. And just use what you, I'm just using what I deposited on the lid initially, and just blending it out in that area without going back into the pan and getting a ton of product. And if you have less product to blend out, you'll have, you know, it'll look neater and less fallout, and you can control it, you know, a lot better. Okay, that looks pretty good so far. Okay, let's see here. I want to go in with, let me try to find some kind of a little detail brush. Let me use this one here from Complex Culture. And I want to go underneath the brow with this matte. It's like a vanilla color. It's called French Vanilla. And it's not anything super bright or shiny or frosty or anything like that. It's just a simple matte, but I want to go right here and just define that. It's about the same color as my skin, so it's just going to kind of give a little lift, a little pop, without actually getting shiny. But it is highlighted, and it helps define the brow as well without getting, you know, glittery. I like the shine there. I like shimmery shades there, you know, light ones. But I don't want to use these. These are like almost like pressed glitters in the palette down here on the bottom. And I really don't want to put any one of those underneath the brow. But I do like a lift. So this light shade is gonna do the trick. Okay, and then while I'm there, I'm going to put some of that same shade right here where this fold is in my skin. And we're just gonna blend there a little bit to highlight that, to keep that looking from, you know, dark, the shadow. I'm trying to remove that shadow. Okay, now I'm going to go back into that first fluffy brush. This is from Lorella, by the way. It's the LC10. I really like this brush. And we're just going to, I'm not adding any additional product. I'm just blending everything together. Just to make it all look really nice and cohesive. Because I like that smooth, smoky eye look where everything's seamless. I really like that look. Okay, now we need a pop of shimmer, and I love this shiny orange. Oh my gosh. So let me go back into that packing brush, and let's see what this will do by applying it with a brush. For that pop that I need on the lid. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. So it really brings out that orange. And there's like gold in this. It's a duochrome. It's got like a gold flip. And it applies so nicely on top of matte eyeshadows. And I'm not going into the crease with this. I'm just staying right there on the lid. These are really buttery too. These duochromes are. And they just apply so easily. You don't need any glitter glue or anything like that. And I really didn't even have to use my finger. Okay, there's that. Now this gold one here that I have on the end is like a rose gold, and there's a part of me that wants to use that on the inner corner, but I think it would defeat the purpose of using what I just laid down. And that rose would create a shadow. So I'm going to go back into that French vanilla shade, and we're just going to stick with the matte today, and we're just going to highlight the inner corner with this, which sounds kind of, you know, boring, but that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're not creating a lot of shimmer today. The star of the show is on the lid, and that shade is called Americano. Did I tell y'all that? That pop of orange shimmer. Okay, now I need something underneath the lash line. So I'm thinking about using that. Let me get a stubby brush here. I'm thinking about going back into that hot chocolate shade. And we're just going to use some of that and stamp that along the lash line. And I'm going to put the heaviest amount of product right here on the outside. And then as I get closer to the middle, I'm just trying to hug that lash line just as tight as I can. And then with what's left over on the brush, I just get right up here in the inner corner. And then I can give it a sweep back and forth. And then just connect that in the corner with what I laid down. Just like that. Just to make the eye look bigger. Okay, same thing on this side. This is a really pigmented shade, by the way. This hot chocolate one. So I want to be super careful and not make a mess on my foundation. This, I seem like I've lost a little bit of this dark shade in the corner there. So let me go back into that brush that I was using for that particular area and just kind of enhance that just a tiny bit more. Just to try to get the eyes to match. Because I want them looking the same on both sides. That's pretty. It's almost like a maroonish brown, brownish red kind of color. It's really nice. Deep, dark brown. Okay, so that is the eye look. I could have gone in with this pumpkin spice shade for the inner corner, but it's so, I don't know how to describe it. Let me just swatch it right here so y'all can see it. Well, poo, that didn't even show up hardly. Let me go again. See that rose? See when you turn away from the light how that rose color shows up? I don't want that in my inner corner. If it was just a, you know, a really bright light gold, then I might have done it. But anyway, it's just too much. Too much for the inner corner. So I'll stick with the matte. There's nothing wrong with the matte. And I do have that pop of shimmer on the lid, which I think is absolutely stunning. This is a really pretty color story. And I was thinking about that rose gold color, but once I thought it through, I decided that these other shades, these other 6 shades were enough. Enough. So again, let me show you what I used. I used mocha, and then I went into frappuccino, and then I used the orange macchiato, and then I used hot chocolate in the outer V and underneath the lash line, and then I did the highlighting with this French vanilla, and then Americano is the one I used on the lid on top of that orange. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades. That's what I have on my arm there. So it's all 6 of those. So not bad. Not bad. Okay, let me go off the camera and work on lashes, and then we'll come back and we'll do a highlighter and some lips together. And I will let you know everything that I did when I come back. See you in a minute. Alright y'all, I'm back, and this is the finished eye look with the mascara. I used the iconiclondon triple threat mascara, and I decided against lashes today since I was sticking with mostly mattes and just that one pop of shimmer. But anyway, here's the look. And I'll give you the close-up in some pictures here in a few minutes. And so now I'm ready for highlighter, and I want to do a peach highlighter today. So I'm going to go in with this acebeaute Glow Essentials highlighter palette, and I'm going to go into this shade here called Gleaming. It's a really pretty peach shade, and we're just going to pop that right there. I'm using a really light fluffy brush. This is from Complex Culture. And I'm just popping it right there on top of the cheek. And I think today, just for fun, I'm going to go right here above the brow. Just a little bit. And then, of course, the nose. I like a nose highlight. So this brush right here is loose and fluffy. And you can really strobe a highlighter on without getting too crazy with it, if that's the way you like to wear it. And then of course it can build up as well, which I am going to build it up here on the cheeks and around the temple of the eye. And then with whatever's left over, I'm going right there above the brow. And making sure I get that nose really good. And I could use this same shade for the inner corner if I wanted to, but I want to stay away from the inner corner highlight. Today I do an inner corner highlight all the time, and so it's nice to, you know, variety. Have a little variety there. So anyway, again, that's the acebeaute Glow Essentials highlighter palette. The acebeaute website is fixing to rebrand, and they've got things on sale, so head on over there and take a look. All right, now for lips, I'm gonna try to create like a peachy glossy kind of a lip look to go with this today. And so I've got this lip liner here called City Limits from the Lower East Side. It's kind of a peachy pink a nude kind of color, and then I'm going to put a gloss on top of that. And I got a couple of new glosses that I really like. One of them's a really pretty shimmer from Ofra, and then the other one is just a straightforward shine. With a bit of color from GerardCosmetics. So I'm gonna go with the shiny one. Well, they're both shiny, but anyway, this is so pretty. Since I'm doing orange, I just couldn't resist this beautiful orange color. Look at that, y'all. That is so gorgeous. So it comes off kind of coral. It's gorgeous. Perfect for summer. And perfect for this look. And I love the shine on it. That is such a pretty lip look. And I knew that it would be. So anyway, GerardCosmetics, the shade is Salmon, S-A-L-M-O-N, Salmon. Okay, today, y'all, I went in with a mask from Facery earlier, so that was like my skincare prep kind of thing, and so I patted in that essence, and then I went straight into this Juviasplace foundation. I have the shade Vienna. Very full coverage. All it takes is one little pump and you are set with that. And so I just started in the center of the face and just blended everything out. For my brows today, I went with the thebrowgal, this little stub of a pencil that I just keep using and using. I love this thing. I'm gonna have to get another one. And then for bronzer today, I used two different ones. I used the one from LYS to start with, which is such a really nice color for fair skin beauty, but it's not good for contouring. So I have this mineral bronzer from Purcosmetics, which is a bit darker, and I used it for contouring today. And I did quite a bit of contouring on my jawline and my neck, and then in the hollow of the cheek a little bit, not too much. And then for blush, I went in with this CoverGirl Cheekers blush, which is really pretty, but it's really kind of light, and I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. So I went in with the ciatelondon cream blusher on top of it. This is pigmented, so what I did is I tapped some on my hand and then worked from my hand to kind of layer up another layer of blush. All right, what else did I do? Oh, powder and concealer. I used my Yensa BC concealer. Love, love, love this stuff, y'all. The more I use it, the more I love it. And then I set everything in underneath my eyes and in the T-zone on my face with this powder here, the opvbeauty London transparent loose setting powder. Very nice powder. And let's see, Stuck on You from thebeautycrop. This is my eyeshadow primer. It comes in a little pot, and I just keep using it and using it, and I love it. And I already have a backup on standby. And let's see, what else did I do? We saw the eyeshadows, the Iconiclondon mascara. This is another one of those products, the more that I use it, the more I love it. And that's pretty much it. Now I just need to set everything down. So I'm going to go in with this setting spray today from Fentybeauty. I'm going to shake it up. And we're going to hopefully not douse my face too much. It's a really fine mister, and it smells really nice. So I was really glad I got that. I got that in a BoxyCharm one time. So let's see here. I skipped the lashes. I told you that. I did that on purpose. I was trying to create a look today with mostly mattes, and just show you all that you can really create a really nice look, you know, with just one shimmer. You don't have to do an inner corner highlight with a shimmer. You can use a matte for that, and this screams summer because of that orange, and then of course the orange lip to go with it. And it looks really nice with red, which I'm wearing, you know, my red and white stripes today. So anyway, yay, I like it. Do you like it? You have to let me know if you like it or not. Anyway, give me a thumbs up on the video, please. Let me know if you enjoy these get ready with me videos. I enjoy doing them. And this palette right here, the Ultimate Cappuccino Palette, I've made about 3 looks with this right now, and I believe it's on the iCreambeauty website. You can pick it up. I still haven't used the greens, which this has a blue flip to it. I don't know if you can see that or not through the mirror, but anyway, I want to create a green look at some point. But anyway, I have used the pink and the yellow and the brown together for a look. That turned out really nice. And now I've used the neutrals with the orange and this orangey shimmer, orangey red shimmer. And next I want to use the greens and see what I can do there. So anyway, it's a fun palette, and I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. But I tell you what, the mattes are easy to work with and blend. These duochromes down here are buttery, and they don't require any glitter glue. They apply on top of a matte really easy, and I really like the formula of these shimmers. So anyway, that's dedessignature collab with iCreambeauty. I guess it was. It doesn't say that on the eyeshadow palette. I think maybe iCreambeauty just worked with her to feature her palette. So anyway, it doesn't say anything on the packaging about any of these being a pressed pigment, so I believe that they're all, you know, eyeshadows. So, because it does say eyeshadow palette. So anyway, okay, those are my thoughts. You'll have to let me know what you think, and that's it for today, y'all. I feel pretty. I feel pretty, and I feel put together. All right, I love y'all. Thank you so much for clicking on my video, for watching, giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see, any kind of look you want to see. I did this for my Sunday night crew, my community that loves those neutral looks, and I'm just showing you how you can add a pop of color and not be afraid, you know, to venture away from just using brown eyeshadow, but you know, you still got to have those browns to anchor a look down with. So that was the point of today's video. Okay, I digress. I'm rambling. I'm sorry, but I love y'all. Thank you again, and God bless you today is my prayer. I will see you in my next video. Bye.